already with 3 children, we were kind of feeling like the water level was right here most of the time, which was the reason why when Emily came home with this idea of adoption, we said that's just a wonderful, beautiful thing that some families are called to, and it's incredible. That is not possible with already what we have on our plate.
I think what you said was that's going to be a beautiful thing for your family
for you to do someday. That's right.
We are all on our own spiritual adoption story, and it was in the hallway of a hotel in China. I think my 3 older children would be able to attest to this, and my husband. They were all watching it happen when Shoei was placed in my arms in the hotel hallway there in China. I think I realized for the first time deeply my own spiritual adoption story, because I watched this little girl be given to me that was just Shoei, she was just wrapped in a little blanket and just given to me as I was going to be her mom, and it wasn't anything that she did to become my daughter other than she was placed in my arms, and it just was like God, just gently going, do you see that? That's what I did for you. There was nothing you did to deserve my love, and you are my princess and eternally mine. And so I was feeling a lot that day.
Yes.
Something definitely shifted, and I understood at a deeper level my own spiritual adoption.
Yeah. You get sort of invited into what is the most tangible expression that we'll ever get of God's love for us, that we were the ones without hope, and Shoei was the one without a name and without a future and without hope up until that moment. Nothing will undo that. That was the other thing. From that moment, that she was put in our arms, as much as any of our biological children, she would forever be our daughter.
I grew up in a very legalistic background, so there was a lot of punitive punishment, and really sorry, Emily, Caleb, and Will, but you were parented out of that legalism, and there was a lot of punitive, consequences. And when you really do read scripture and you begin to read about trust and connecting and all of the principles that Dr. Purvis really allowed her faith, but yet her science and her brilliant mind to kind of intersect, it's really freeing for me, because again, it breaks down the wall spiritually of we do not serve a God that's punitive. We serve a God that loves us because we just are.
And all of that, we look at obviously so many things that we know we did wrong, and we would say this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Those things that are so cliche, the bumper stickers, but they're so true. I think we would try to say that to ourselves now. Hey, this really is a long journey, and give yourself a lot of grace and give your children a lot of grace, because you've been shown grace. Try to do that in this process. You're not going to fix a lot of things, and I think that's what is so important about just even this conference, Hope for the Journey, of knowing that there are some things that are unfixable. I think we came very face to face with that, obviously, with the loss of our little girl Maria and the trauma from that and the grief that we carry with us, that we, will never fix until heaven. That hope, and even the word hope it's a dangerous thing, really, that word, because it can stir something in you. And we've found ourselves battling a lot with, I don't even know, do I have it in me to hope again, because I've been disappointed. And I had hope, and this is going to turn the corner, and this is going to be the thing, and this is going to finally answer those questions, or finally kind of fix something that just doesn't seem fixable. And I think for us to really come back over and over again to this one truth, and that is that the story is not over yet. A few years ago, I wrote a song called The Glorious Unfolding about that, because I really believe that's the hope that we have ultimately is in the promise of God, that there is a day coming when all the broken things are going to be made whole, and all the sad things are going to come untrue. And in his words, I'm going to wipe every tear from your eyes. And to really anchor our hearts to that and hold on to that, to believe that as dark as it may be right now and as hopeless as it may feel, that this is not the end of the story.